Yes, the question was about Candace Owens. I think her behavior during this has been disgraceful. Without a doubt. I can't know that. Yeah, I mean, she still works for my company. And I think she's been absolutely disgraceful. I think that her faux sophistication on these particular issues has been ridiculous. It's not faux sophistication, it's ridiculous. Everybody can see the moves that she's making and the things that she's saying, and I find them disreputable.
I'm going to be honest with you because everybody's noticing it. Every single political commentator in America, every single one of them knows this, that if you do not step out and say things that are radically pro-Israel, or if you are too quiet on certain narratives and they want you to be radically pro-Israel, you can lose everything. That's truth. That is a fact. I'm not feeling like I need to hide from that anymore or be afraid to say it, rather, is a better way to say it, because I've endured this for years. Rumors are true. I am free. Welcome to my locals page. So much to talk about. Obviously, I'm going to take a couple of weeks here just to rebuild and to refocus and to create something that is actually mine and something that can't be threatened or taken because it belongs to me. I can't tell you enough how much your support has meant to me over the years. We're just getting started. Join the locals page. Obviously here you can support me and my work as an independent journalist, as an independent podcaster. We're still going to be doing 5 days a week. There'll be tons of announcements coming in the next couple of weeks. And I guess the last thing I want to say is thank you. And for those of you that don't want to be on locals and just want to support in any capacity, you can head to gocandace.com. Thank you, guys.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what an episode I have for you guys today. I know most of you will already know about this shocking news. Trust me, I would have covered it earlier, but time zones really do get in the way of things. Who would have guessed having a British accent does actually have its negatives? Shocking news in itself, right? But the Daily Wire, Candace Owens, controversy, drama, she has been fired, let go, or whatever. And whilst this did shock a lot of the internet, me included, I think we could always see something like this coming around. We all knew about her public tensions with Ben Shapiro. She's been critical of Israel. She hasn't taken a pro-Israel stance, critical on different things. She's been in beef with a couple of rabbis. I think one of them was Rabbi Shmuley or something like that. The other day she had a debate with another rabbi on her channel, and ever since then it's just kicked off. From what I've seen from other people on social media covering this topic, it seems like she wanted to get out of the company anyway, so maybe she thought to herself she couldn't talk about different topics in the way she wanted to and wanted to go alone. And the tweet she posted out talking about this situation, it certainly seems that way. Whether she actually got fired or not, remains to be seen. The general opinion is she did, but who knows, maybe they had a meeting and said to each other, look, I think it's best if we part ways here. We're going to pay out your contract, etc., etc. It's best for both parties. But regardless of how it went down, it's a huge loss for the Daily Wire. Let's be real about things. Candace Owens is very influential. She gets millions of views, makes a lot of money, and replacing her is going to be a tough thing to do. But Jeremy Boring posts this viral tweet on X that goes as follows. The Daily Wire and Candace Owens have ended their relationship. And just based off the vibes you get off that tweet, there's no we wish Candace Owens the best or whatever. So I think this wasn't a happy ending. And if you look at the replies to that tweet, I don't think I can read them out on YouTube because I don't want this video getting shadow banned or whatever. But it's not looking good for the Daily Wire. Most of the people are criticizing Daily Wire and their stance on freedom of speech. People are implying that they fired her because of her criticisms towards Israel and everything surrounding that. I want to hear your thoughts on that one. Ladies and gentlemen, leave your comments down below. Look, in my opinion, especially with this Israel-Palestine situation, if you are critical of Israel in any way, you can get branded as anti-Semitic. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I haven't seen it. That would be me lying to you guys. I have seen it on social media, and you do see it sometimes in interviews, but it's the same with the pro-Palestine people. If you say anything, they'll label you a buzzword or whatever. But it does seem like the criticism of Israel is deemed more controversial. And it's interesting now the Daily Wire have gone ahead and done this. They've parted ways with Candace or fired her after the ADL came out and called out Candace Owens. White supremacist and denier Nick Fuentes is praising Candace Owens' vitriolic anti-Semitism. It's hardly surprising, but it does set off alarm bells when bigoted people come together to push an anti-Semitic agenda. It adds fuel to the fire of hate. So maybe them coming out and calling out Candace Owens put additional pressure on the Daily Wire. I do think that could be the case as well. But we're now going to check out some of the posts by Candace Owens, and there is a lot to take in here, so sit back and listen to this. Firstly, Candace Owens responds to that tweet by saying, "I do not know Nick Fuentes, but you already know that. What I do know is that everyone can see what you guys are doing to me. Your pattern is well established and the world is waking up to it. My crime is having stood up for myself against your network of smears. My crime is that I do not believe that American taxpayers should have to pay for Israel's wars or the wars of any country. I will not change my mind. So the question is, what will you do to me next? The world is watching." And you know what? I agree with her on that one. That could be controversial to some, but I don't think American taxpayers constantly should have their money going to XYZ wars when their country isn't in the greatest state. Spend money on the actual country, you know, and it's the same here as well. I would rather us spend tax money internally than externally. I'm grateful they have turned their smear merchant guns on me. The world already knows my heart. Their attacks will have the opposite desired effect. And then we get the big one. The rumors are true. I am finally free. If you would like to support my work, you can head to CandaceOwens.com, where you will be directed to my locals page, or you can give a gift at GoCandace.com. There will be many announcements in the weeks to come. Yeah, as I said earlier, you know, her words used in that tweet, "I am finally free," do signify to me and everyone else she was looking to leave. Look, if the Daily Wire are gonna, as they always say, you know, stand for freedom of speech, then surely Candace Owens saying what she feels about whatever situation, as long as no laws are getting broken, she should be allowed to do that. And if people at the Daily Wire don't like what she has to say, then, you know, you talk it out, you act like mature adults, whatever, because in life, people are always going to say something you do not like. That's just life. You know, you can't control a conversation just to go down one lane and then everybody have the same worldview. And it does look like it's the whole Israel situation going on here. And I understand, you know, this conflict, Israel-Palestine, is very intense, very emotional for a lot of people. Terrible things have happened. But with this, we are now always looking for people to say the right thing on the situation. If you don't say the right thing, you're anti-Semitic. If you say something else, you're racist or whatever buzzword. So if somebody, and that somebody in this situation being Candace Owens, wants to offer a different opinion, but then there are calls to shut her down, cancel her or whatever, is that not what the left do? We always talk about woke activists wanting to cancel people because they're bigots, whatever. But it does seem like around this situation, you know, Israel, on the conservative side of things, if you say something that is critical of Israel, and this is what I'm just seeing on social media, you know, people get very angry and there is uproar surrounding it all. This is what the woke activists do. You know, it doesn't matter what community it is, where they're from, who they are. People should be open to criticism. You know, trying to shut down one side of the argument, which some people want to do, in my opinion, doesn't look good. But I'm sure we'll get more updates surrounding this whole story as the weeks go by. I'm sure Candace Owens will come out and tell her side of things. Will the Daily Wire respond? Who knows? But to close out this video, you know, I do think this is a bigger loss for the Daily Wire than it is Candace Owens. Leave your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen, on this story. What are your thoughts surrounding it all? I'd like to know. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Comment on this video, share this video. But until next time, it has been your boy JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.